Hi there, Fat Cap Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to cook a prime rib roast. So this is one of the most expensive cuts of meat you're going to buy, apart from fillet steak. So you want to make sure that it comes out perfect, which for me is medium rare. I will give you some guidance on other ways to cook it in terms of more well done, but medium rare for me is the way that this should absolutely be served. So I'm going to make just a little bit of a herb butter to go on the outside. So I've got some softened room temperature unsalted butter. I've then got some garlic here. I've got 3 big cloves of garlic I've chopped up. I've got some rosemary, fresh rosemary I've chopped, and fresh thyme. Now if you don't have fresh, then you can use the dried versions. Just a quick tip, if you're looking to actually deal with and create your little rosemary, when you get a sprig of fresh rosemary, you'll find it's slightly lighter at the top here, and it's a more woody part of the stem down here. So you just do that, nip it out at the top, and then just simply run your fingers down it, and you strip off the leaves. So that's the quick and easy way to do it. So now I'm going to just combine them into here. So it's all in, herbs in. There we go, and the garlic in. There we go. Then mix it together. So we've got a lovely herby flavoured butter. There we go. Let's put that to one side. Now, I've got my roasting dish here. I'm actually putting some foil in it. That's because when it rests, I like to wrap foil around it. So you can just do it straight into the roasting tray, but not for me. I'm going to create a little trivet, a little area inside it that will just keep the meat off the base, which helps it to circulate the air. Literally, I'm just going to pop those in, create a little base. So I've got 1 potato. I've got a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm just going to smash them, put them in. And I've got 1 onion. I'm not even going to peel it. You don't need to. Cut it into slices. Drop that in as well. And this, and then we're going to bring our meat in. Now, whilst this is being done, I've heated my oven. And the way to do this is to create this medium rare is to do it kind of, you might call it low and slow, but you start off high. So we have it set to 220 degrees, that's around gas mark 7, for about 20 minutes to really seal in the heat, seal in the meat. Here we go. This is now the 2 bone in. So it's going to be 20 minutes on the really high heat, and we're going to turn it down to gas mark 120-ish. For another 1.5 hours. So you're going to seal it all first, and then you're going to have that lovely slow cooked and perfectly pink meat. So I've got it here. I've got my herb crust, which I'm about to put on the outside. And here we go. As we're cooking it, I'll talk to you whilst I'm doing this. As we're cooking it, what we want to do is we want to then I'd say every 20 minutes or so, just quickly, because you don't want all the heat to come out of the oven, open the oven door, and you can baste the meat because you want it to remain juicy. There we go. I've used about 250 grams of butter here. There we go. Now, if you've got a probe, one of those lovely probes that you can use, which would be fantastic, then you can actually be really accurate on your temperatures. So if you want it to be medium rare, as I do, then you want the inside temperature to be about 52 degrees C. Now, when you take it out of the oven, because you're going to rest it for a little while, it will continue to cook, so you need to take it out when it's actually about 48, so about 4 degrees lower, and the internal temperature will just heat up. So that's what we need to do with that. If you want it to be more well done, then I basically say about 15 minutes for each level up. So if you want to get it to medium, then I'll be cooking it for about 1 hour and 45 minutes after the 20-minute blast on the high heat, and then up again for well done, probably another 15 minutes, but frankly I wouldn't have a cook it that way. It's almost, well, it's awful. Anyway, right, so here we go. I'm going to now put my meat onto its little trivet. And that's going to go in the middle of the oven now. It's going to go into that oven, that really hot oven, 220, gas mark 7 for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and we'll have a quick look. So it's now been in for 20 minutes at high heat, and I'm just going to use some of the juices to baste. Of course, you get all the flavours in this, and the meats will start, the juice will start to drain out as well. There we go. And now I'm going to lower the temperature down to 120 around gas mark 1, and we're going to pop it back in there. I'm going to baste this roughly every 20 minutes for the next 1.5 hours. Okay, so now it's out of the oven, and I'm going to double wrap it in foil. You need to keep the warmth in, you don't want cold meat. And then I'm going to put towels, big towels over the meat to keep that heat in, and we're going to leave it like this for about 20 minutes to rest, and then we'll be back. Okay, so here we are. It's now rested for about 20 minutes. It's really important, otherwise the juices will just run everywhere and blood everywhere on a plate. So I'm going to take a knife and we'll just take a piece off the outside here, and look at that. Okay, now it's this pink on the outside, it's going to be even pinker and juicier on the inside, and you've got the most fantastic prime rib. That is just beautiful. There we go. So that's your prime rib. Enjoy. If you want to see more, just subscribe to the website, to the channel. You'll also perhaps want to use one of my most amazing things with this beef, and I'm just going to grab one now, straight out of the oven, which is of course the Flat Cap Chef's Yorkshire puddings. You'll find the recipe on the channel. Amazing. So if you want to subscribe, just click on it, and just subscribe to the channel, and you'll get updates when I post videos, and enjoy the beef.